Joining me now is Sean Davis. He's the CEO and co-founder of The Federalist. Sean, good to see you. If I didn't know any better, it almost sounds like the White House could be setting up Kamala here. I'm outside where the VP's parked. What do you make of the drips and drabs of how close to the Oval Office this cocaine, being found? How significant is it?
Well, I'm fascinated by how the story seems to be changing by the day and by the hour. I mean, first it was found in the library, and then it was found, in the executive mansion, and then they found it near the Situation Room, and now they're trying to blame it on Kamala. I find it amazing. I mean, let's be honest here. We've got Hunter Biden living in the White House. The guy has a long history of addiction, of a cocaine use. He was kicked out of the Navy for cocaine, has all kinds of drug crimes and gun crimes. And it's fascinating to me because when he got busted for running an illegal gun up in Delaware, it was the Secret Service that showed up and tried to bail him out. It's kind of amazing. Yes. And he blamed it on a handful of Hispanics who he said were probably illegals. When he got busted for doing cocaine when he was joining the Navy, he blamed that on two random Africans who gave him a cigarette. And now they're apparently trying to pin the blame on the black lady who works for Biden. You couldn't make this stuff up. It's so ridiculous.
No, I'd forgotten about the cover-up by the Secret Service, which means this investigation, you want to believe it's going to be above board, but if it hasn't been in the past, why would it be this time? Here's one of the more shocking bits of information we received today, Sean. Watch this.
Because this was in a, not an area that, is highly trafficked, but wasn't necessarily covered by cameras all that well. It's an area that a decent amount of people had access to. It just makes that investigation a little bit difficult. So, this could all end without, necessarily anyone being named as the person who was responsible for bringing that bag of cocaine to the White House.
Are they setting this up for like the Supreme Court leaker situation? Like it was just so complicated. There's no way we could figure out who brought cocaine into the White House, even though we have the name, date of birth, and social security number of everyone that enters. Could they really try to pass that on us?
You have to love the audacity. Remember, these were guys going after a random granny who was within 50 miles of the Capitol, and she glanced in its direction, and suddenly they had her bank records and phone records and GPS, but they can't figure out which staffer or family member brought in a big old bag of Colombian Bam Bam. Like, it's just a total stone cold whodunit. It just blows my mind, but you have to give them a tip of the hat for audacity here.
You really do. There definitely are cameras. There are logs. They knew who came. We'll see if there's got to be fingerprints on the bag, right? Somebody was carrying it. You'd think, like the pipe bombers, if they wanted to find it, they will. We'll see if they do. Sean, thank you very much for your time. Appreciate it.